What's up, guys? It's Ninja on a Ninja. Um, basically, I had some notes. It was a video I seen a long time ago that stemmed it, that brought it up. Um, but basically, um, it was a video. I forgot the people who make it. I actually wrote it down. Look up a rabbit dude in a white bee morning talk show, phone news. I forgot the name. Um, it it used to be popular, but they got rid of the girl got rid of the dude, the original guy. After that, it's not so good. But anyways, and then now it's trying to clamor on Kyle Kalinske, and because he had an audience, I believe, because he had an audience, they brought him onto the show, and he and her talked. So it's Kyle Kalinske and her. I forgot the two of their names. I forgot the show that they did. But anyways, um, what I wanted to point out, um, was I just wrote exploited emotion, and so that's what I wanted to talk about. Because most news cycles actually rely on this thing where they exploit your emotion. This all started from Fox News. Originally, back in the day, the first uh, people ever involved in this was Fox News. It was literally started and brewed from them. They controlled you, the viewer, they controlled you through fear and anger. Okay? So what they do is talk up so that you get scared. Oh, they're coming to steal your jobs. They're coming to kill you. Your kids aren't safe. Or it's always something. Or they try to make you angry. Aren't you getting tired of having to wait in line or driving in traffic? Or you want that job but you can't because that guy took it. Doesn't that make you mad? And so they're trying to drum up anger, basically. But in reality, no one, no one knows that you exist, basically. And what I mean by that is you're afraid for your life. You're afraid that you're gonna get hurt. You're afraid, or you're scared, or you're angry, right? The fact is, what they're telling you is a lie. Okay, immigrants don't have anything to do with anything. They tell you, oh, they took our jobs, or um, things along those lines. But in reality, it's not that they took our jobs. In reality, it's because what's it called? The the manager hired them, right? I can apply for anything and everything I want, right? But it's not my fault if a surgery place hires me to be a brain surgeon and I can't do it. That's not a beyond me. I mean, it's beyond me for if I kill somebody, but if I get paid to be a brain surgeon and I just exist and I'm just taking the money, that's not beyond me, right? I got away with it, essentially, right? And you could say it's bad, yeah, sure, it's bad that I did that. But the thing is, that's never gonna happen, right? They ain't gonna hire me to do brain surgery unless they know I can do it. And that's what needs to happen. Most people trust somebody because they like how they look or because you said something that makes them happy, right? Like I've seen news with he's a really popular guy from Britain. He has Destiny on sometimes. Um, I forgot what his name was. But anyways, the point is that he says, "Oh, will you say that it's bad, or will you condemn a situation?" Right? And he makes like a big deal. Like, why should Destiny have to condemn something when they don't hold that same standard to Trump, for example, right? Destiny is just a streamer. And yeah, he has an audience. Yeah, he has people that follow him, whatever. But that's Trump, dude. Like, you have to understand, comparatively, they're not the same, right? And the fact that you see them as the same just shows how small minded you are, right? Again, there are Germans and there are people all over the world that don't know Destiny exists, but they know Trump exists. You know why? Because he's the president, not because he's Trump, not because he's special, but because he's the president of America. Destiny is not the president of America, right? So, anyways, I bring all that up because you are scared or you're angry or whatever, and no one knows you exist. Okay. Um. So the thing that happened with Charlie Kirk, the reason why he got shot because he had an ugly ass smile. I was kidding. I had to. I had to that because I remember there was a debate and he had said something. It was like the feminism thing, and he was being a chauvinistic pig or whatever. And he said something like it was a matter of fact, and he put on this smile basically, and the girls like live in the debate, and then he never put that face on again. Ever since that day, he never put that face again. But that forever, forever, that will be with him. And I have no sympathy, no apology. You know why? Because whatever. That's what it was. That's what it was. He wanted to talk shit about immigrants. He wanted to say shit about fucking. He was he was not good. He was not good. And the fact that the right is trying to push it. Oh, he was a husband. He was a loving father, and he was a sweetheart about it. No, he was evil. He was a bastard. He was not good. Right? And he would punch down. You don't want somebody that punches down. And just because he's dead doesn't give you the right or give anybody. Don't try to make it seem like he punched up because that's not what he did. And the thing is, in most games across the world, most people punch down. Rarely, rarely do you ever see punching up. So I want to point that out. But anyways, I was just kidding about the smile, by the way. There's no anger, no hate. If you felt across, you're the problem. You're why America sucks. Literally, that's the fear and anger that I'm talking about. If you felt anything from that other than humor, then you have a chip on your shoulder and it needs to go. Like, I hate seeing these cop videos and the cop comes up and like, "Hey, how's it going?" And the guy's like, "Fuck off, cop, you son of a-" And it's like, you can't expect somebody to be nice to you when you come at them like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not the cop's fault that he treats you as you deserve, right? Treat others as if you are treat others how you wish to be treated. Basically, that's how I was brought up, and that makes sense, right? That's probably why I was brought up that way, because that's just the right way to go. Anyways, I was really out there. I was alpha as fuck. But anyways, the reason why um the stuff happened with the Charlie Kirk, it's not because of his smile, contrary to popular belief. It was because he actually made shit worse. Basically, again, you talk about feminism as being chauvinistic, or like he was a lot like Trump in a sense, where he's like, "Oh, grab him by the P word," right? Or in immigration, he just repeated everything that Trump would say that was bad, right? We don't need that as a leader. They're sad because they lost a potential president because he was willing to lie, cheat, and steal for fucking victory because he's a sellout pig, and most of America is a sellout pigs. That's the unfortunate truth. I get nothing. You know why? Because I'm real. I'm legit, right? Anyways, the fact is, if Destiny or Hassan can exist and be fine, you yourself as a person are not even on the radar. Most people do not know you. Most people don't care to know you. You can play a video game like League of Legends, for example, be in a room with 9 people for that moment. They talk to you. The second that match is over, you don't exist again, right? That's basically how it is. You're anonymous, basically. They know you by your game name, right? And if they want to recall you, that's what they remember. But as far as remembering you, nothing. There's no connection there, right? You're just a name. That's why most people are toxic online. That's why they say blah blah blah. And sadly, that's why I got banned because I was trying to have a talk with one dude, and he was losing the debate, and so he reported me and said I was being toxic because I was stating facts, basically. And they, unfortunately, again, um, like Ben Shapiro, dropped the ball, basically, right? He fell off. Most people don't like him anymore. Once upon a time, he was good, but he got bought, right? And that's why they call them influencers and whatnot, because they sell out, right? They get an army to follow them. Rich people run in, buy that army, and then cut, right? That's what happens. That's what's happening to him. As long as he has an army, people listen. But the second he doesn't have that army anymore, people don't listen because he's not actually like anybody that anybody cares about. It's just he's popular because he's big, right? That's it. And it seems like, oh, well, duh. No, there's a difference. Like Linkin Park, for example, like if they walked into the room, like you like him for his ability, for their ability, for what they can bring, basically, right? That's what you like. What does Ben Shapiro bring, right? What does he say? Why why are these people falling off? What do they have? Nothing anymore. Anyways, hopefully you get the idea. But yeah, that's basically what I had, and I didn't really have much to say. I had how many words is this? They used oh 428 characters. Yeah, I originally had 428 characters. It used to count your words. This probably way to change that, but search with Bing. No, I don't want to do that. What the fuck? Mm, yeah, I don't remember. Let's see. View status word wrap markdown edit. I'm just doing it just because you could click off if you want. I'm just ASMR baby. I don't remember. Fuck it, I'm gonna do that. Basically, the idea I had was this open. Oops, let's open. How do you use? Oops. How do you perform word count on Windows document? Line. It tells me the line. It says it's 481 characters, but it's not telling me how many words. Oh, no, never mind. Fuck. I got excited. There was a dot on my screen, and I thought it was a dot in the actual document, but nope. I have no idea. Let's see. Clear formatting. I don't know what that is. Link, italic, bold, list, bulleted list, number list, headings. Yeah, I don't know. There used to be a way to see your word count. It just tells you how many characters there are. That's cool, I guess. But anyways, so I'm done. So anyways, that's all I gotta say. They're trying to control your emotion. They're trying to make you scared or sad or happy, or they're controlling you. Red, white, and blue. When it comes to living, be red, be blue, be whatever you want. Most people in the world in life, they're white, and that's boring, right? Most people see that as boring. People that are learning, that's why most scientists and nerds, most people think, oh, you don't got a personality. It's because they're learning. They haven't become a person yet, right? And that's why you don't mature very soon, because the second you mature, that white is no longer there, right? Now, for me personally, I took a very long time to mature, but I was alpha AF because I was trying to be the best at anything that I did or took in, basically. And females seen that and wanted that. So I had to deal with that bullshit, basically, which is a female's lying to get my attention. And basically, they're doing what the news did and tried to exploit my emotion, basically, right? So that's what I had to deal with. Um, but fortunately, what I say to most people is I'm like a dog. The thing about me though is it's like being housebroken. I'm like a dog and housebroken. And most people are housebroken dogs, especially nowadays. They're housebroken dogs. There's nothing about them. The alpha in them is dead. It's gone. It doesn't exist anymore, right? Whereas me, I'm not housebroken. I will be housebroken in the sense that yes, it's a bother, it's cumbersome, or like I'm not gonna shit on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Because it's annoying to deal with. I will shit on the floor if I want to, right? But the thing is, I don't want to because I'm trying to be nice and respectful, right? But it's not because I need to. No one's making me, right? And that's what I say for housebroken. Most people won't do it because they're afraid to do it, right? That's what religion became. The slapping on the wrists and such, right? Red and blue, both sides do it, okay? And people have turned to that because it's a very fundamental way to teach people, especially when you're in a half-assed. I want to tune into my game while my baby's going to shut up and smack with the ruler a few times. Go back to playing your fucking game, right? That's what most people do, and that's why the world sucks today, because most people are like that. Oh man, I have a fucking kid to deal with. I don't want to grow up. They're younger than their baby. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, it's red and blue. Red, white, and blue, okay? And again, while you're learning, there's white. The thing about leadership is you have to be white, basically. Right now, sadly, there's a lot of red leading and there's a lot of blue leading, right? Well, they're trying to be blue. They're trying to make it about blue, but the blue side has a lot more white than the red side, right? And the thing about the white is that's where your leaders should be because they see it as white, as I should be fair and just. the blue, what's called, this place needs a little more money, we'll send more money their way. This place needs money, we'll send more money. But it's not, oh, they're blue, so fuck them. It's not, oh, they're red, so fuck them. No, it's the red, white, and blue, right? They're not red, they're not blue, they're red, white, and blue. But they're leading through white. At home, they can be red, they can be blue. But at the end of the day, they're white. Okay? That's that's the thing you need to understand, right? And that's why they're trying to make it towards like, oh, God said, and then government's God, then government. The reason why is because they're trying to make it red. You understand? They're trying to make it red by saying God said, and then after God now comes government. They're making it about not everyone believes in God. Not everyone is, you know what I'm saying? Just because it's your superiority, just because it's your obsession, that doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, let it go. Stop it. Stop it. Like, you believe that doesn't make me believe it. And in that sense, it doesn't matter. But I'm trying to be fair with you. You're the one being unfair, right? You're trying to rig the game to make it to power is in your hands. What happens if the blue side's like, okay, well, anybody that believes in God goes to prison? Oh, I don't know, I don't want to go. Too bad. That's just the way it is. 'Cause that's what you guys are trying to do. Basically, you're saying, oh, well, if you believe in God, then you get all the money, right? Well, now we're saying if you believe in God, you go to prison. You got to make up for it, right? Anyways, that's all I want to say, I think. So, anyways, be well and be happy, be safe. Again, I'm throwing shit out there, and the reason why I'm throwing shit out there is because it's a sad world we live in. I look out into the world and I see sadness. Basically, I'm completely sad because all the leader, like I'm trying to watch YouTube just for something enjoyable to watch. It. There's nothing, right? I tried to not listen to music too much because music is just kind of like it's your own. It's like music to me, basically, is like home base. Basically, you run home and you hide in your little blue shell or your red shell, and you say, "Ah, God, ah, Jesus, ah, love." You know, just you get that kind of like embrace. That's what music is. But the problem is when the music stops and you enter the world, you know what I'm saying? And I want to be ready in as best I can always. So I try to listen to as little music as I can so I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And that I have been ready and I am. That's why I'm alpha as fuck. Right? And again, there's nothing wrong with music. Most music sucks today because it's fake and it's artificial and it's just made to make money. That's all it is. People are more about the money than music nowadays. Right? But anyways, that's what it is. That's what a lot of the world is. It's just home base. It's just echo chambers. All this bullshit. They don't know what variety is, and I do, right? And that's why I just try to keep it real. And so the point is, I go on YouTube, staying away from music. I go onto YouTube and I try to find something to listen to, but most of it is either way left or it's sob story right or way right or sob story left, or it'll be some right and some like I don't know. Like the point is, it's either drama here or drama here, and there's hardly enough here. And the problem with here is that when it's here, it's only here, and there's no this or this, and so it's only this or this, and there's no one that's like, you know what I'm saying? Except me. Except me. That's it. Nowadays, right? Or someone that can be like me, but they're into politics. Hey, I want the world to be better. Like Bernie Sanders, I want the world to be better. Right? And there's nothing wrong with Bernie Sanders. I like Bernie Sanders, but the problem is that's all he is. There's nothing else there. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the problem. And the thing is, he is white. Like I was telling you, it's all white. There's no red, and there's no red or blue where Bernie Sanders comes from, right? And he may lean blue, according to you, right? Or he may even lean red according to someone else. But the point, anyways, done talking. So hit that follow button, subscribe, because they don't like me. They don't want me on the algorithm. I'm the rich people. They despise me because I wake people up, and they need people to sleep because they are the music in the world. They need to put you under a spell so they can milk you for money. But me, I'm like, I don't want your money. You are allowed to donate to me, but I don't. You don't. Oh, there's no paywall, right? For what I have to offer, there's no paywall. Do what you want. You're welcome to do what you want. You're a big boy. Do what you want. You're a big girl. Do what you want, right? There's no rule. There's no regulation. There's no limitation. Whatever. Getting sidetracked. I heard some noise right now, so um, but yeah, I'm trying to keep the noise down. So long as I heard it, I'm trying to be nice. But anyways, yeah. Um, what else? What else? Is there anything else to say? Mm, I just exist. There's no red. There's no blue. I just exist. Like at home, you know, when it's me time, which is I have no ego here, right? And I think that was my problem growing up, is I had never had any ego at all. The problem is I had shit talkers that made it seem like because I'm an alpha and they seen me standing up and being loud and proud that oh he's egotistical. No, I'm just confident. There's a difference. Like there is no ego, and I can be confident with no ego, right? I'm just like I know for a fact I'm better than you at this game, for example, right? Like Super Smash Brothers, I was called egotistical all the time. Thing was, I would beat you 100% of the time. How is that ego? I would beat you 100% of the time. And you wrote that off as ego. That's just me being better than you. It's not ego at that point. But the world is like that. They will label me as egotistical even though I'm just better than you. There's no ego in that remark. Ego would be like, I'm better than you, you little bitch. That would be ego. You little bitch. Ha, you suck. Ha, I'm hella better than you. Yeah, yeah, that's ego. That's the shit you love. When you see somebody else pour out their ego onto somebody else, you love it. And that's why the world's fucked up. Anyways, that's it. Be well and be happy, be safe. I'm out there. Peace. Um, and for the record, if you made it, which I don't, hit the Q button. What's it called? Strength. Give me your strength. That's what I used to tell my stream. I used to stream, and they did. It was cool. It's backslash O forward slash, right? It's just like spirit bomb. Like give me your energy, right? That's what I used to do. The spirit bomb. Give me your energy. If you made it this far, which I doubt. But anyways, if you did, give me your energy. Spirit bomb, bitch. That's in place because I could be asking for your money, but I don't. You can, sure, whatever. And donate, fine, whatever. Let me know, talk to me. But anyways, yeah, that's what I used to do. But my problem was I was absent ego, and I needed some kind of ego because there's nothing here. There was nothing here, and I was, anyways, I'm good. Anyways, so be well, be safe. Oh, I wanted to say that the reason why this came up was just some notes I had from something. I wanted to make a response to a video, and I forgot to to list the video. I guess I still remember. It's some news broadcast with a girl and a guy, and they replaced the guy with Kyle Kalinske. Oh, fuck. That's as much as I know. But anyways, that show, I don't like that show anymore. A lot of people don't like that show. Kyle Kalinski's an opioid abusing piece of shit. He's a fake it to make it coward little bitch. like suck of shit. The girl, uh, I don't like her as well. I feel like she kind of uses Kyle in a way. And the Arab guy that used to be there that they replaced, he was cool. But again, they replaced him with some other dude after, with Kyle Kalinske. But yeah, I don't know why. But yeah, I used to listen. I forgot that show was called. Anyways, I'm out. So peace. But I'll be happy to save it. And if you remember, if you made it this far, you know what to do. Peace.